Welcome to the highlights of the 2026 Lincoln Grand Prix Round 2 of the Rapha Super-League. This is a race that every rider on the domestic scene wants to win, and every rider knows what's required of them. Repeated climbs, sharp positioning, and the ability to survive 8 laps of one of the most iconic finishing circuits in British cycling.
The flag was waved with riders smiling and joking as the race got underway with steady first lap. It wasn't long until the attack started though, with Das Hutchinson looking to dominate from the off. They quickly got 3 riders clear after the first passage of the brutal cobbled climb of Michaelgate. National Series leader Katie Scott was joined by teammates Ellie Parry and Morven Yeoman. A spanner was thrown into the works though when Anna Morris, rider for Team Wales, bridged across. The peloton wasn't far away either, and it was quickly brought back together. It wasn't long until a new move went clear though. Yeoman was at it again. This time she was joined by Das Hutchinson teammate Noemi Thompson, and FTP fulfilled the potential rider Ruby Oakes. The peloton let the gap grow to well over a minute as the trio looked to battle it out for the win at the prestigious race. Oakes worked really well with her former teammates and made sure that the gap over the peloton was big enough to contest the win. Yeoman and Thompson tried to break Oakes multiple times out on the road, but also on Michaelgate, with both Yeoman and Thompson really pushing a tempo on the cobbled climb. 19-year-old Oakes was extremely impressive going up against the 2 of the very best in the domestic scene. The trio were flying around the 13-kilometre circuit and holding a solid gap over the chasing peloton, with all 3 riders pulling good turns. But it was Yeoman who used her punch to go clear on a little rise before Michaelgate. Thompson tried to bridge, but lacked the kick to distance Oakes. Thompson then continued to pace on Michaelgate as she tried to crack Oakes with brute force. This seemingly just meant that Yeoman wasn't able to get a good gap. Thompson eventually sat on and forced Oakes to do the chasing on her own, with the teenager trying to coax Thompson to get back into doing more work. This allowed Yeoman to get a good gap as she looked to be soloing to victory. Yeoman was riding really strongly and reached Michaelgate for the penultimate time on her own. Behind, Thompson did manage to snap the elastic as Oakes was distanced. She still had to ride hard though, as Das Hutchinson had Lucy Lee on the attack from the peloton. Thompson used her amazing engine to bridge back to Yeoman as they rode together for victory in Lincoln city centre. Thompson and Yeoman quickly decided who would be winning out of the 2 of them and rode in together. They rode up Michaelgate for the final time together, with Yeoman taking her first National Series victory ahead of Thompson. Behind, heartbreak for Oakes as Anna Morris stormed up the final climb to pip the youngster by a second to take the final spot on the podium. And here is the top 10. Yeoman took it ahead of teammate Thompson, with Morris completing the podium with an incredibly impressive ride by Oakes in 4th. Josie Knight, Amy Henshaw, Lucy Lee, Evie Smith, Isabel Mays and Marjolein van Gerlof rounded out the top 10.